Guys, my name is Javi Utreras, and I'm here to share the very important information that you have to know. You need to know because everybody complain about the credit. My credit score is not where it needs to be. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. So sometimes it's very important for you to understand what exactly we need to do in order for us to understand what steps we need to take to start seeing some progress on the credit report. So please let me know where you're tuning in from. I would like to know. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it here. And I want to share something that's very, very important. There's 5 factors that determine your credit score. How much is your credit score? It is good or bad. But we're going to talk about the two most important factors that you definitely need to take care, that you definitely need to attack in order for you to start seeing better results, to start seeing better credit score. And just I want to share my screen so you know exactly what I'm talking about. The 5 factors are 35% is your payment history, 30% is your credit utilization, 15% is your length or credit, 10% comes from your new credit inquiries, and 10% of the types of credit that you have. So when we talk about out of these 5 factors, the two most important one is obviously payment history, which is 35% of your score, and credit utilization, which is 30%. So let's talk about the first one, payment history. It's very important that you really know how the payment history affect your credit score. Understanding that 35% comes from your payment history, you need to make sure you have a great payment history. And most people think, oh my God, if I'm late on my credit cards, is my credit score going to be affected? Yes and no. Yes, when you pay late more than 30 days. If you pay late more than 30 days, your credit score may drop up to maybe between 60, 70, up to 120 points. But that definitely your credit score is gonna get a big hit, right? When it's not gonna show on your credit report is when you pay late before the 30 days. Let's see that you had to pay on the first and you, for some reason, you're running late or you don't have the money until the 15th and you make the payment. That will not get reported to your credit bureau. That only will probably give you a late fee from the creditor that you're paying to, but that will not get reported to the credit bureau. So the key here is don't be late more than 30 days, because if you do that, your credit score is going to drop. And let me tell you one thing, it may drop 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 points. That will not come back up at the same speed is going to drop. It takes time. It takes to do multiple payments. So that's very important. So 35% of your credit score is going to come from your payment history. And then the second one, most important one, is credit utilization. It has 30% of your credit. What that means? Very simple. You have credit cards. What's going to happen? You have a credit limit. Let's use an example. You have $1,000 credit limit, right? If you use more than 30% of that credit limit, more than $300, and even if you pay, let's say you use $600 and you only pay $300, if at the end of the billing cycle, those $300 or $500 get reported to the credit bureau, that's when your credit score is going to start dropping. The key is to keep the balance below 30%. On a $1,000 credit card limit, do not report more than $300 balance at the end of the month or when you have to pay. If you report that more than 30%, your credit score is going to start dropping big time. If you keep your credit card's balance less than 30%, it's going to start increasing. The sweet spot is less than 10%. That's when you're going to start seeing a lot of increasing your score a little bit faster. Now, write down these out. Put one or two. Put one if you know about this. Put two if you didn't know you want to learn. Okay? So the second most important thing, and this is a golden nugget that I learned from one of my best friends here. When you make the payment, put attention to this because this is so critical. Let's see that you have $1,000 credit card limit and you do the payment is on the 25th, just to use an example, right? And you spend $600 and you say, woo, I'm going to pay all $600. And you pay the $600, right? But if you use the card between the 25th and the 31st, and you use another $500, that's the balance that's going to get reported to the credit bureau. Because I have a lot of clients that tell me, "Pat, how come my credit score dropped when I make the payments on time and I pay the full credit, the full balance on my credit card?" The first question is like, by any chance, do you use your card between the due date and the next 5-6 days? Oh yeah, because I had to pay XYZ. That's why. Golden rule. Drop a fire if you didn't know this. Drop a fire emoji if you didn't know this. When you pay your credit card, do not use your credit card for the next 5-6 days, because if you use your credit card, whatever you use, that's the balance going to get reported to the credit bureau. So do not use your card 5 to 6 days after the due date. So that way, whatever amount that you pay, make sure it's less than 30%, right? You keep the balance less than 30%. That's the amount that's going to get reported to your credit bureau. So very important. Make sure you learn from these. I'm going to continue to share more and more and more. I'm going to focus only on these two most important factors. So just to recap real quick, the number one factor that you need to really take care of your credit score is the payment history, which is 35% of the credit report. And number two, your credit utilization, which has to be less than 30%. The ideal spot is 10%. Golden nugget. Do not use your credit card the next 5 days from your payment, 5 or 6 days. So whatever you pay, that's going to get reported. So once again, my name is Javi. I'm super happy and excited to rebrand this credit company that I love to help people. If you have any questions, send me an email, drop me a comment. And if you want to learn more than happy to schedule a 15 minutes consultation with you and help you any way I can. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.